Well, when I interviewed Michael Franzese last time, what he brought to my attention was that on your website or YouTube channel, you're selling Sammy 19 t-shirts, which the 19 stands for the 19 murders.
No, it didn't. It was about.
Sammy, come on.
I wasn't. It
Okay.
was. I stopped selling that because I got a little static with that, and I agree with it. It was someone in my family, something on his license plate, thought it was a good idea, and I said, go ahead, make the shirts, and we made them, and we sold them. But it came back in a fucked up way. He's promoting his 19 murders.
I mean, doesn't it sound like it when you see
yeah,
Sammy and 19 on the same line?
Yes, that's why I said stop. So stop selling those T-shirts. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't promote it. I don't walk away from it or, deny it or whatever. It is, so. But it was a mistake on my part.
Okay, well, at least you can admit it.
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, not because of wanting to sell them and I thought it looked good or whatever, but the idea, I didn't look at it that way. When I got, my ears pinned back a little bit and then people were complaining, I said, get rid of that. It wasn't what I meant. It was even though I went with 19 different girls, you can't.
Yeah, listen, when you say the number 19 save the ball, we all know what you're
stuck with that number,
about.
yes.
Yeah, we all know what that is, and it just is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was bad taste as well.
It was. I admit it. It was bad taste. It was my fault.
Well, you also did reactions to some popular movies, Irishman and Scarface.
Yeah.
Now, weren't you involved in some of the stuff that was in The Irishman? Okay, so the Colombo War, the Colombo and Gallo War that The Irishman was sort of set around, you were a low-level associate during that war.
Yes.
You weren't like a captain or a
I wasn't
underboss.
even made. I was with the Colombo family.
Right.
I was an associate.
You were an associate.
Yeah.
Means that you were with them.
Yes.
Was this the whole thing about, getting the mattresses?
Yes.
Describe what that is.
Well, when I went in, I did my first piece of work. My first murder came in the Colombo family. A guy named Joe Colombo. And then this Gallo, it was actually Profaci was the head of the family. And they were going to kill him. And the Gallos and Carmine Persico and Joe Colombo, all of them were plotting to kill Profaci. Profaci went to prison. I think he died. And the war broke out between the Gallos and the other side, who's Carmine Persico, and Joe Colombo was a captain on that side. And the war broke out. Part of the war stopped when a whole bunch of them got pinched, and they decided to put somebody in charge of the family. Carlo Gambino was very friendly with Joe Colombo. They decided to put Joe Colombo in as the family. The reason that the Gallos approved it is because while the war was on, they snatched him one day, put him in the basement, and were going to kill him. They liked the way he carried himself. One guy went there, and I guess the way he was talking to him or whatever, Joe Colombo says, act like a fucking man and shoot me in the head and throw me in the street. You're acting like a fucking pussy. Larry Gallo, I think it was, said, let him go. I don't want to kill him. Let him go. They let him go. Now he was being proposed to become the boss on Carlo Gambino's strength. And Larry Gallo, again, said, I like the way he carried himself when we had him. He'll never forget we let him go. I think he's the good guy to be the boss.